Welcome back. Now, you wouldn't expect to see 17th century French Baroque dancers sharing the same stage with a traditional Coast Salish dance group. But both these dance styles are rich in history and myth, and their advocates feel that they're a vital part of their cultural heritage. So recently, in front of an appreciative audience here at the University of British Columbia Longhouse, a potential cultural clash was turned into an unforgettable cultural exchange.
The audience is seated and waiting anxiously for what may be the first ever dance event where traditional Coast Salish dance and French Baroque appear on the same stage. This unique experiment is the brainchild of Marc Destrubet, the director of the Pacific Baroque Orchestra.
I don't know if there's a brain in it, but there's a bit of the childish in it, I think, or the childlike. The idea wasn't in any way to meld the two things. It was simply to say, here are two ancient traditions. There's the tradition that's been here in these parts of the world for a very long time, and then there's another tradition that in fact was going on pretty much at the same time that the first European explorers were coming to these lands. And in fact, some of the music we're doing has a take on that. It involves the European and especially the French fascination with these exotic, faraway peoples.
But was it difficult to convince a native dance group to participate?
We'll just do the old Indian way and just come over the chairs. I'm one of those people that like cultural clashes.
Bob Baker is the director and lead singer of Spakwus Slulum, the Eagle Song dancers from the Squamish Nation. Now take me back to the 17th or 18th century. Where would I see these dances performed?
These kind of dances are a kind of in the nature of what would be presenting to visiting nations that would come into our longhouses for the sake of just enjoying, and gatherings of that sort. For instance, what is known today as potlatches.
This dance is a tribute to the wild woman of the forest.
We call them Smileth in our language. We believe some of them are still here with us today, out in the various places in the mountains. You may know them as Sasquatch or Bigfoot. We pay tribute to this one who did not like to do the same thing as the rest of the Smileth tribe. This one was a cannibal, the wild woman of the forest, who would steal little children who were stubborn. So we pay tribute to this one because there are all kinds of stories of this coccolith known in different nations throughout the West Coast. Every nation, I believe, has a story of the same nature, and we like to present to you ours.
Myth and legend are also part of Baroque dance, which is another similarity in these two dance styles that at first glance seem worlds apart. Thomas Baird, a researcher and teacher of Baroque dance, describes this dance called Fête Marine.
It starts out with two mariners on a boat. A tempest happens. They are shipwrecked, and this is where the story turns into the mythological telling of Acis and Galatea. Galatea was a sea nymph, and Acis was a prince, and they loved each other. Polyphemus, the Cyclops, also loved Galatea. So there was a jealous triangle, and Polyphemus, out of his rage of Galatea loving Acis and not him, kills Acis. Acis's blood turns into a river, and Galatea jumps in the river. And so they symbolically live out the rest of their lives together. And then the tempest happens again, and the mariners reappear, and there's a happy ending.
Paige Whitley-Bugess is an historian and scholar of 17th century Baroque dance. How do you see these two very sort of separate culturally dances? How do you see them taking place on the same stage? What does it mean to you?
To me, it's really a celebration of the different art forms of the two different communities, sort of from an earlier time, and very much I think it has to do. Certainly, there's very much ceremony involved in 18th century Baroque dance. It was the dance of the kings and queens, and there was a lot of protocol followed in balls at the European courts, and it was very much it was very important to their livelihood, their cultural activities, dance, and so I really see that we're demonstrating two different art forms that are related in their ceremony.
This piece, called Danse des Sauvages, originated in 1735. The stage represents a grove of trees in a forest in America, bordering French and Spanish colonies. Here, the ceremony of the Great Pipe of Peace is to be celebrated. This dance can be seen as how one culture interpreted the other culture almost 300 years ago. 300 years may seem like a long time, but when compared to native dance, Baroque dance is a relative newcomer.
We have been doing these kind of songs and dances and this kind of tradition for thousands of years. Baroque came along around the 16th century, 16 to 1750. What we're doing at that time is probably an evolution of where we began thousands of years ago, but we were still presenting songs and dances paying tribute to the various powers of nature.
This dance and song pays tribute to that power in the coastal mountains that is so graceful yet ferocious, the mountain lion. These two dance heritages, each rich in tradition and legend, have not found themselves on the same stage often, but here they seem to have found a common ground in their magical heroes, love songs, and honoring the world as they each understand it. And by coming together, they seem to have increased the vitality of their own culture.
It's been blended very, very well, and I found it very moving, actually. Just great.
It was fabulous. I was so excited, and it was really lovely to be here with the other dancers. They were supportive, we were supportive, and it really did feel like a family once we all came into the Longhouse.
I think it was wonderful to have an experience of a different way of approaching dancing and music, and put us all in touch with another side of ourselves.
We kind of thought, let's just go and enjoy ourselves, enjoy our culture, have some fun, and see how it comes out in the end. And it seemed to have worked pretty well.
For First Story, I'm Alan Hopkins.
Stay with us. When we come back, we'll have a preview of next week's show.